When choosing your manifesto points and pledges to run on, there's two main things you kind of want to keep in the back of your mind. The first one is this what my peers want? And number two is this a realistic manifesto point? And by that I mean, realistic doesn't have to mean that it can't be a new idea, it can't be a big idea, but for example, something like free tuition fees just is not going to happen for you. However, when we're looking at kind of the big ideas, it might mean that those ideas might not actually come to pass while you're in office, but that doesn't mean to say that those conversations won't continue beyond your terms. And I can give an example of this. So when I first came into office in my first year, one of the manifesto points I ran on was for a new and improved social space outside the Students' Union for students to hang out in, to get food from, to study in, etc. And I know that those were conversations that had happened previously with the officers that were before me, but those were conversations that I were able to keep going throughout my time in office, meeting up with different departments within the university, for example finance, and looking with estates at the area and working out what might be feasible, what might not be feasible. I was able to use that time to kind of campaign with students to work out exactly what it was that they were after. And even though I didn't get to see the final aspect of that in my time as office, I know that the officers that then came into the office carried on those views and shared those same visions that I did, and now there is a brand new space for students, which is amazing and probably better than anything else I would have been able to come up with in my time, and that just goes to show that a lot of hard work happens behind the scenes that you might not necessarily see straight up and straight away, but I promise you people are working really, really hard to deliver on some of those points and some of those ideas that students have.